Hey there, everybody. It's Angelo. Wanted to check in with you guys, keep you guys updated on what's going on. It is, I believe, Wednesday is the 14th. It's crazy how fast time is flying by. And tomorrow I will be a week out, I believe, or about a week from surgery, maybe 8 days technically. So it's creeping up on us. I'm trying to, just keep myself busy, keep my mind sharp, and go into this ready, so I'm not stressed out or anything. Good news is right now I'm not feeling too stressed out. Just dealing with the day to day stuff, which right now I'm stuck at home, so it can be a little boring. But with that being said, if you want to contribute to the channel or you like what I'm putting out, do me a favor, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you have any recommendations about what you want to talk about, tell me in the comments. All that good stuff. I apologize if the camera's wiggling. Um, my setup is what it is right now. I'm just really recording this for, you know, myself to look back on, as well as, there's some people that I really do appreciate interacting with. So if you do want to interact with me, feel free to. Otherwise, you can be a passive observer. Totally cool. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to check in with you guys, talk about my day. What it's been so far. Um, Today, I struggled to sleep again. I really need to fix that. Um, I think the plan is today to go to bed early, like earlier than usual. I've been trying to fall asleep around, I feel like midnight, and it just kind of drags on. I gotta try to fall asleep early, and then whatever sleep I get from then, that's it. After I get up in the morning, I gotta call it off and just not do anything about it. If I'm tired, I'm tired. If I'm not tired, that's great. But I think it'll set me up for tomorrow, and then to kind of be back on track. And then the next day, if I'm feeling tired at night, um then I can just go to bed at a reasonable time, and call it a day at a reasonable time, much more reasonable than what I've been doing recently, which um I will elaborate a little bit more on. Feel like I've been falling asleep anywhere from like 2 to 3 if I can get sleep. Sometimes I can't get sleep and I just lay there in suffering, and I don't really know what to do about it. It's just one of those things that happens every once in a while. It seems to be a cyclical thing where my sleep crashes, then I bounce back. I'm really good, and then I think that a big contributor is I'm not working right now. And that's probably a huge contributor, to be honest, because I have all the time in the world for my mind to wander and feel like, oh, this isn't urgent, you don't need to go to bed, you're not getting up for anything. um so I think what's important is finding something to get up for, and I think that's the next quest after just trying to force myself to go to sleep, is finding reasons to be up, stay up, not sit down. Don't fall asleep on the couch. Don't hang out in your room for a little bit and then accidentally wake up later. All of these things are possibilities that may or may not happen to me sometimes. And I feel like, you know, it is something that kind of slowly creeps back up on you, ruins your sleep schedule. And if you're curious about what I was doing with my thumb, I like burnt it a little bit, so I just have like some weird skin that's finally healed. Um, Feels a little off, but yeah. Really, I just gotta find that reason to stay awake. be a little bit more active in what I'm doing. And I think it's interesting because recently, since I've been home, I've been doing more house chores, and I feel like they're not as tiring as I would have expected. I mean, I've obviously done them before, but you know, the electrical work and the manual labor of all that other stuff definitely is much more, um, let's say, much more effective at putting you to sleep, especially after a long day. And the fact that I can't do that right now because, nothing's going on, is kind of a shame, but, it is what it is. So, like I said, you gotta move past that, shift to something positive, find something positive to do, look at jobs. Um, Still waiting on some feedback from somebody about some ideas on what I should explore career path wise. Um, Obviously, waiting, it's not always the greatest thing. So I have to figure that out because, you wait for the perfect time to happen, like for something to happen for you, it's just gonna pass you by and you're not even gonna notice it because there really is no true perfect time, and that's really for anything. Like I'll give you a great example. Right now, getting surgery in the winter when there's not as much going on, and then being recovered for like the spring and summer. Um, right now you'd say that, there's not much going on. However, this is one of my times where I'm more social and I go out, I play men's leagues and things like that during this time. So like it's a perfect time to get the operation in the sense of like, what season it is, how busy everybody is, and their ability to make sure that I'm okay in the recovery process. But it's not perfect because, you're going to miss some things that you usually do every single year and you've been doing for years. But, you take the best scenario you can get. I think I'm taking the best scenario I can get in that sense. So, trying to do the same with my sleep. I'm going to try to make the best of what I have, be a little bit more productive, whether that's with applications, um, getting myself mentally ready for surgery, communicating with friends, family, and others. It's important overall just to be a good communicator, and I feel like I pride myself in that. And sometimes I, slack off. It happens. I feel like to the best of us, we all fall off every once in a while. But, it's time to hop back on, be responsible, and just go to bed when necessary. But yeah, with that being said, I appreciate you guys listening to me talk about how I need to set myself a bedtime because I'm an adult and it's ridiculous to think that I would be talking about this online. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. With that being said, if you like what I talk about or you want me to talk about something else, let me know down in the comments. If you're interested in what I've been talking about, I have made plenty of other videos that you guys can explore. And with that being said, subscribe. It'd be really, really helpful. Hit the notification bell. Helps me out a lot. And it's free, of course. And with that being said, if you're going through an obstacle that you feel is insurmountable, know that you can overcome that obstacle. Keep fighting. Don't give up. There are plenty of people who have overcome insurmountable obstacles and have gone on to do great things. And I genuinely believe you can be one of those people. So I want you to believe in yourself and keep fighting. Don't quit. I believe in your ability to do what you want to do. And I believe in myself right now in what I'm doing. So we can hold each other accountable. Hold me accountable in continuing to believe and push forward to be a better person. And you push forward and be a better person as I try to hold all of you accountable if you want me to or not. I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, I look forward to talking to you all very soon. Keep fighting the good fight and have a great rest of your day.